What I was able to share with my daughter is there were times where we would come into practice and we'd be going through drills and seemingly out of nowhere. Now, I could chalk that up and just go, she's a little girl, going to be a little woman, and she's just emotional. But that's sexist. That could be a little biased. But what I'm going to chalk it up to is just everybody has little things that they're irritated and or bothered by. But what do you do with that? Okay, because what would happen in practice, there'd be something that she was irritated, distracted by, and it would disrupt the rest of the practice. Fumbling the ball, kicking it out of bounds, not going through with full intensity. And I said, sweetie, I said, if you're going to do that, I said, you're going to end up not getting out of practice what you intended to get it out of. So what I was able to do, take that and I placed it on top of the difference between somebody in a corporate office and somebody that's a professional athlete. Here's the difference. When you get a job, let's just say for a Fortune 500 company, because not all people get this package when they work for a company. But say you start working for a Fortune 500 company. They're going to give you a benefits package. Health insurance, life insurance, all the other good, dental, vision. But they're going to also give you 10 vacation days, and they're going to give you 10 sick days. And you are to use the vacation days however you need them. Your sick days in a lot of companies, I won't say most, but a lot of companies, if you take a sick day, what do? They require you to go to a doctor, get a doctor's release. Why? They don't want you coming back to that office and bringing something into the office to where, virus or something like that. So they want you to get doctor's clearance. But in a lot of companies, they don't ask for anything. They just say, oh, okay, you were sick. And a lot of them are really sticklers about that because they'll look at your numbers. They'll say, okay, if you're a producing individual, we don't care. Just take a sick day off, you're fine. Because we see that when you're here, you produce. But if you're not a high producing individual, they're going to want a doctor's note. Some sort of, somebody that vouches for the fact that you just weren't at home just playing hooky. All right. Now, professional athlete, you can't do that because you have an entire team depending on you, especially if you're a starter on the baseball team, starter on the football team, starter on the basketball team. You can't call in sick. See, in the corporate office, you don't even have to show up to the office. You just call in sick. I'm sick, and I'll fill out the paperwork when I get there the next day. Professional athlete, you have to show up to the facility. You're going to get a full physical. And they are going to basically say whether you are fit to play or not. You still might not even feel up to par. But they may say, well, this person is physically fit to play. And I'll think in terms of how you are as a fan. If you come to the stadium, you paid your ticket, and you want to see your superstar, and the superstar is out that day, because they go, I just wasn't feeling all that good. You're going to be pissed. Because you're going to really? A cold? Flu? You can play through that. Isn't that amazing? We have no question about somebody saying, I have the flu, I'm going to stay home. As a professional athlete, I have the flu, suck it up. You see what I'm saying? So, there is a little bit of a difference between how the corporate world responds to that and how the professional athlete. So as you come into the training room, one of the things that they're going to ask you is, are you hurt or are you injured? If it's more beyond just, the calling in sick with the flu or a cold, if you come off the field, they're going to ask you, are you hurt or are you injured? If you're injured, now you're off the field, you need medical attention. If you're hurt, they're going to say, can you play through it? We never at any point in time even lay that out for a corporate employee. Are you hurt or are you injured? You break an ankle and you're at a job that you can get on the telephone. People still take days off. When they're sitting in the chair, I can't come in. I got a hurt knee or an ankle or something.